Hey, what's up guys, it's INM, and today we're going to be talking about how Arma started.
In case you didn't know, Arma is a milsim series aimed towards infantry movement as well as vehicular combat made for Microsoft. Bohemia Interactive is the company responsible for all the Arma series. If you've played the game, you've probably noticed their logo loading into the game.
So what was the first Arma? Well, that's actually a trick question, because the first Arma was actually called Operation Flashpoint Cold War Crisis. The reason they changed the name was back in 2001, they had a legal battle over the game with a company called Codemasters, and they basically lost, so they had to recreate the game and change the name. And here's a timeline showing how the game's changed over the years. So basically, Bohemia changed the name from Operation Flashpoint Cold War Crisis to Arma Cold War Assault, which you can still buy on Steam for $5. The first official Arma came out in 2006. It was officially named Arma at the release, and it was named Arma Armed Assault. I guess you could refer to this as Arma 1. Arma 2 came out 3 years later in 2009. Arma 2 was limited at the time, and in 2010 an expansion pack called Operation Arrowhead was released, and then became a free multiplayer game in 2011. Around this time in 2011, Bohemia changed the name Operation Flashpoint Cold War Crisis to the name Arma Cold War Assault. Then, another 3 years later, Arma 3 was released by Bohemia. Bohemia Interactive has even released a mobile app called Arma Mobile Ops. It's arguably pretty bad, but it's received a 4 out of 5 stars on Google Play. Link in the description if you want to check it out. So obviously, over the years, Bohemia has been growing, and ever since Arma 2, it's definitely blown up. The reason for Arma's success, alongside the fact that it's a good milsim, is that the mods that were made for the game pretty much blew it up. The mod that arguably blew up Arma was the DayZ mod, released in February 21st, 2013. If you've ever played Arma, it's hard to run across a player that has never heard of DayZ. This is Dean Hall, the creator of the DayZ mod. Dean was in the New Zealand Air Force, and he went through survival training, which is where his idea originated for DayZ. Dean actually worked for Bohemia Interactive until he left in 2014. He made DayZ mods for Arma 2 and 3, and eventually the game DayZ Standalone. DayZ Standalone turned out arguably pretty bad based on the slow development of the game. So what changed over the years in Arma? Well, all the way back to the first Arma, you couldn't lean back and forth and do the friendly wiggle. Over the years, Arma has continuously updated its graphics and engine mostly. If you look at the first Arma and you look at Arma 3, the real big difference is just the graphics and optimization. So who can we thank for Arma? Well, this is Marek Spinell. He is the CEO and co-owner of Bohemia Interactive. Mr. Spinell is from the Czech Republic, which is where Chernobyl is based in Arma 2. Something interesting I found out was 2 developers from Bohemia Interactive were on vacation in Greece. When they were spying on the military and arrested, they faced 20 years in prison but only ended up having to serve 126 days. These were the developers that were arrested back in 2012, a year before Arma 3 was released. So what do we have to look forward to in the Arma 3 series and Bohemia Interactive? Well, in an interview with Marek Spinell, the CEO of Bohemia Interactive, he stated that before we can write a new chapter in the series, I still see us working for a few years on Arma 3. This quote was in 2013. So, in 2017, do we have something to look forward to in the near future? Hopefully soon we can see something new from Bohemia. Anyways guys, let me know if I missed anything. I think I covered most of the important stuff that's related to Arma. Also, like the video if you did like it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks.